The UK migration law continues to face a barrage of criticism. The Council for Europe's Commissioner for Human Rights has urged the UK Parliament to block the bill. According to ECHR, the bill has created clear and direct tension with fundamental standards, and it will take away an essential part of the protection system by preventing people who are arriving illegally in the UK and access to asylum claims. This comes after the UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak made tackling the arrival of small boats as one of his priorities. The UK government says the bill is important to limit the arrival of migrants on small boats from France. The bill also aims to restrict trafficking rings targeting migrants. But some Conservative lawmakers want tighter controls. Many Tories are even calling on the government to take the UK out of the European Convention of Human Rights. According to reports, one amendment proposed by senior Tory backbenchers will block judges from granting injunctions to stop deportations. But experts predict any further tightening of rules possesses a risk of putting the government in conflict with the Council of Europe. However, Sunak says the UK can introduce the new legislation while remaining compliant with the ECHR and international obligations. Well, for more on this, we're joined by our correspondent Alex Isat in London. Alex, this is a very common thread, isn't it, in our politics, the clash between the Conservative Party and European lawmakers over something like migration. Give us the latest on how things stand ahead of what looks to be quite a messy situation.
Absolutely, there does seem to be a bit of butting of heads. What we do understand today is that Rishi Sunak has called his cabinet to him to have a conversation about how to move this forward. The bill at the moment is going to go through the House of Lords and it will have a reading later. So it is towards the final stages, but it can still be thrown out. Rishi Sunak has this last chance really to be pushing it through and to get a lot of those backbenchers and the House of Lords on his side to make those reform changes. And he does really seem to be understanding what the people of the UK want. For too long, they do feel that the EU has had ultimate control, and of course with the EU Human Rights Act as well. So this will suggest that he's going to make a few changes that won't actually affect the human rights of those people that are coming in, the refugees and the illegal migrants, but it will actually stop them from getting the benefits of coming over, getting hotels, getting free food, and then getting taxpayers to pay for them, because that is what the crux is that comes down to when the next voting comes along. Because there is only this really last chance for the people of the UK to look at the Conservatives and see them making changes to this channel crossing. There's been a lot of those that have been outright and saying that they don't believe that this is good for anybody, that those who really want to try and make it over and can't do it by legal methods, children and women who are struggling, they won't be able to come, and then they will get forcibly removed. Of course, that is an extreme situation, and we don't know the ins and outs of how this bill might work. But what we do know is that there needs to be a quick and sudden movement to try and push this through, because we are still seeing scores of people coming illegally, and many of them aren't coming from countries that are requiring help. They are coming for financial means, and unfortunately that is what's making people angry in the UK right now, and they do seem to want to have this fight against the EU. But when it comes down to it, human rights always should be one of the main issues when any government is looking to help people.
Thanks, Alex. I'm sure that's not going to be the last time we speak about that issue. Alex Isat joining us live from London.